93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minova Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it. Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minova Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it. Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minova Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it. Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minova Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it. A beautiful Wednesday morning in St. Lucia. That's right. Beautiful Wednesday morning. And of course, as usual, the birds and the bees and me waking you up. 93.1 Sky FM on your radio dial around St. Lucia. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Same frequency all around. If you're in a boat, if you're wherever you are, it's the same thing. Now, isn't that lovely? Now, if you're a minibus driver or you're driving around St. Lucia anywhere and you're on Sky FM, don't you touch that dial. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you. Thank you. If you're having your coffee already, or your tea, or your trois tasses, or whatever you're having, good morning to you. It's early morning. Whatever you're doing today, get up and go. Get up, get up, get up. Levez la, levez la. Levez, moi Dieu, levez. It's time to get it on. It's another Wednesday. Today is a special day for somebody somewhere. Good morning to those of you out there in the diaspora. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah. Good morning to you. I see you all on there already in the US. Those of you in St. Lucia, in Canada, in the UK. If I tell you, the fan base of Keeping It Real, I don't know. Y'all gonna wear me out. A special good morning to you, wherever you are. I'm looking out the window there and wow, I can see blue skies this morning. I can see some bright clouds. I can see some wispy gray clouds, but those are just gonna blow over today, folks. And just to let you know, in Castries right now, it is 79 degrees, going up to a high today of 86. and minimal chance of rain, just a few sprinkles here and there, but the sun is going to be fully out. That's right. Anytime now, all of those clouds are going to burn off. It's going to be a sunshiny day, and you're going to see the moon in all its glory tonight. It's not a full moon yet, but it's going to be out. And tomorrow, Thursday, same thing like today, 86 degrees for the high. And it's going to be a little bit of hide and seek with the sun. Sun and clouds playing nay in the sky. That's right, playing nay in the sky. Had a great show last night, keeping it real. And if you weren't watching on Hot 7 TV, channel 117, shame on you, shame on you. You should be watching. Just to let you know, if you're listening in your car as you're driving up or driving down the highways and byways of St. Lucia, going to work, going to the gym, bonjour Martinique, or whatever you're doing, Sky FM is there. And if you miss a little bit of the show this morning or whatever, if you prefer to watch, guess what? Live on now too. Well, we've been live on the internet. If you have your cell phone or your mobile device, live.skyfm.lc. You can listen to all of the shows here with Champagne and Dr. Secret and Ring the Bell and Ricky Alexander and Lionel Ellis on a Saturday and everybody else here, Guy Joseph on a Monday. My gosh, this program's up the wazoo over here. You could get to know what's happening. You know, get it right from the source, right here. Sky FM is the source, you know. Maybe we should have that tagline for us. Sky FM, the people's radio, the source. How you like that? The source of information. None of the fluff and bluff everywhere else or anywhere else. You know, there are one or two out there who get it to you, but you want to get the real thing. Nothing watered down. It's right here. I'm keeping it real with you. I'm just keeping it real, you know. How was your day yesterday? And anyway, if you want to watch us, if you missed the show in the morning, or if you have something to do and you want to come back later, or you want to go over it again, facebook.com/keepingitreal SLU. All one word at the end. You know, there's no spaces in addresses. Everything is collé. facebook.com/keepingitreal SLU. And I gotta watch the old bow tie here. Like that. That side's gotta go down a little bit, doesn't it? Or you can get the Sky FM Facebook page, facebook.com/SkyFMSLU. And I'm right there with you, folks. The bow tie is waiting for you. Yeah, there you go. So how did you sleep last night? Good morning to the minibus drivers. Good morning to those of you who are on the minibuses already and listening on your phone. You know you have your headphones because... Just shout out to the driver. Say, driver! Driver! Put that thing on Sky FM, man, 93.1. And you could save your batteries. You know. Save your battery. The number in the studio, of course, folks, and you should know that by now if you're a big-time fan of the show, is 456-0931. This thing, you know, is vaguely me. It's giving me a one-eyed jack. You know, how's that? One-eyed jack. How's that? That's better? Blocking out my nose now? Yeah, well, maybe I need to get away from this thing. But anyway, there's that. How's that? How's that? Is that better? Good morning to the firefighters, the firemen and women Good morning to you. Good morning, Germany. Germany. Alemania. Aleman. Good morning to you. So Germany just popped on there. I wonder who that could be. I wonder. You know, there's a big fan of Keeping It Real. He travels all over the world every day. Anytime he gets the chance, he's logged in. Yeah, I got the message. That's me. All the way. Where are you? In Hamburg today? Dusseldorf? I don't know. Good morning to you in Kappa State. Good morning to you all the way down to Viewfort. Good morning to... He's in Morbach. Morbach. Well, wherever that is. Never heard of Morbach before. Maybe I'll have to look it up and see where that is. Morbach, Germany. It says werewolf. Wonder where that could be. Municipality that belongs to No Verbanges Gemeinde. Whatever. Han. Okay. Alright. Looks like a nice place. Looks like a nice place. But St. Lucia is nice too. St. Lucia is nice. Wow. Look at that. It's southwest of Frankfurt. Okay. Good morning to Toronto, Canada. Good morning to Oshawa. Oshawa in Ontario. Oshawa, that's heading out east on the 401 highway. Canadian highway. 401. Well, that's, I think that's the longest highway in North America. The 401. Correct me if I'm wrong. Goes all over the place. The 401. I tell you, boy, there's some traffic moving on that thing there. What, 8 lanes, 10 lanes, day and night. Day and night. Something to behold. Now, when you see you got a traffic jam on that, or you have an accident or something happens, boy, woo! You're stuck. It ain't going nowhere. It's tail lights, red lights all the way. Christmas tree. And you're just looking and you can see for miles. Or the I-95 is the longest one. North to south. All the way from... I-95 starts all the way up from Maine and goes all the way down to Miami. You know, there's a rhyme and reason. The odd number highways are north to south, and the even numbers are going east to west. Young Street. Yeah, at Young Street, when you're getting off at Young Street. Young and Steel. That's where all the Lucians are. In the Toronto area, boy. It's like an enclave. It's like St. Lucia. The municipality of Young and Steel, St. Lucians. That's a cross street there. Major intersection there. Boy, l'année Saint-Lucien là, Toronto. Pai sec. Banja. Banja. Là in Toronto. Saint-Lucien, maman. Good morning to you. Don't mal parler me, eh? I know you're listening. Good morning to Antigua. Somebody from Antigua just logged on. Folks, let me tell you something. We have a lot of listeners in Toronto. Good morning to you. Canada is beautiful, I'm telling you. If you get the opportunity to go there, Canada is beautiful, folks. It's a lot of land. A lot of country, I'm telling you. A lot of country. Si ou quoi Saint Lucie go. Go. And St. Lucia is big, you know. When you travel around St. Lucia, you think we're a little rock, we're smaller. St. Lucia is big. And I did the calculation the other day. Hold on, I'll tell you. No, it's always interesting, you know, little trivia, things that, you know, just give you. Canada is 3.85 million square miles. Okay? 3.85 million square miles. So we're going to divide that. 3.85 5. There we go. Divide that by 238. What do you get? Canada is, let's just round it off, 16,200 times larger than St. Lucia. 16,200 times. To be correct, 16,197.47899 Let's round it off. 16,200 times larger than St. Lucia. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, folks? You know, maybe I'm rambling this morning. Maybe I'm rambling this morning, but you know. It's all well and good. All well and good. So how y'all doing? Are you going to tell me what's happening in your life? And are you going to keep it real with me? Keep it real with us? Morning, Shozel. Good morning, Kanawi. Morning to you. Good morning to you. Yonge Street is 1,896 kilometers, 1,178 miles from the lakeshore in Toronto to Rainy River. Really? Oh, really? Yonge Street is said to be the longest street in the world. That's in Canada. Yonge Street. La ben Saint-Lucien là. I'm telling you, folks. St. Lucian's up the wazoo. But anyway, so much for that. So much for that. People are messaging already. Good morning, Norbert. North Dakota is in the house. I'm listening to the program while driving to work this morning. Have a great day and keep doing what you're doing. Hey, good morning, North Dakota. Be safe on the roads, man. Be safe on the roads. Anyway. So much for that. So much for that. Okay, there we go. Messages coming all over the place, folks. All over the place. Morning to you. Yeah. Good morning, Norbert. You need to make a clipping of all the damning statements that have been made by the SLP, such as Kenny Anthony, we could not borrow. Ones Ile, what happened in Dominica was planned in St. Lucia. Sean Edward, I will go to Bordelais and release all the prisoners in jail for marijuana, and so many others. Play it every day on your station. Well, I'll work on that for you all, okay? You know, the fans keep it real with me, and I keep it real with them and you. So anyway, 6:23 in the morning. I don't drink coffee, so you can have it for me. Cassava man, what's going on with you, man? And the man Leclerc himself. Good morning to you. So anyway, give me a call in the studio this morning. Somebody's gonna be taking over. You know, when if you slip, you slide, like we say in St. Lucia. And it seems like the Mr. Leclerc with the keeping it real thought of the day can't get up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It seems like somebody else is going to take over from him. I don't know. You tell me. You know, today you're going to decide what we talk about. If you take too much time, then I'm going to have to do it myself and set the trend. So we have somebody now calling. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, brother Norbert. How you
Good
doing?
morning, my friend. How are you? My
I'm
brother.
under the weather today, but
You under the weather? We all
I'm
under
under
the
the weather.
weather, you know. If it's rain or sunshiny or whatever, we all under some kind of weather.
Yeah, I'm under the weather, but I am surviving. What I
Yeah.
called you for
Yeah.
this morning, do you have that clip where Philip JPS said he's going to, if the Labour Party wins, he's going to close Woodrow Labs?
I don't know. I'll have to verify that that's available or it's there. Did you hear him say that yourself?
Yeah, I heard him said that, but I cannot remember the forum. If it's in the
Don't
House of
worry.
Assembly.
Don't worry. The Keeping It Real crew will bring it up. I want somebody to tell me when he made that statement, and I'll find it. Don't worry. And I'll find this. Hey, this is the age of finding things. So,
Yeah, because I made the comment yesterday, and I understood one of the surrogates tried to deny that that was never said, and other persons called and verified what I said was true. So when those Labour Party people try to deny these things, and it's public information because it was said in public, we have to play these things so that
yeah,
the
yeah,
notion
yeah.
and truth.
Well, you know, once I
And
get it, I
again,
put it out there. I ain't playing.
yeah, and again, I'm putting young people on notice that Philippe JPS said that if his Labour Party forms a government, they will be shutting down or closing down Ojo Labs. So young people who work at Ojo Labs or who intend to work at Ojo Labs, like Sam Flood said in 1992, watch your bread. Labour Party is coming.
Yeah. They
And
have a
so
way of
is
coming
Sky
for you.
FM. Yeah, and so they said they're shutting down Sky FM. So it tells you, brother, no, but the thinking of the Labour
That's
Party.
like Sean.
If those
That's like Sean Edward playing, avocado, and saying, "If I had my way." Well, if they had their way, you know. But then
you know what
again,
he
these idle threats are from people who have been empowered to think that way, who have been encouraged, and who have seen the examples of that sort of thing happening. That's what it is.
Sean is only appealing to a certain base in the ghetto in
Yeah,
his constituency.
yeah, yeah.
What I brother, but this guy Sean Edward is under serious pressure
Yeah, oh yeah,
to
he
appeal
needs therapy right now. He needs
to
therapy.
appeal to
But
to
anyway,
appeal to a
I have
certain
a
base.
call on the regular line, caller. You don't mind? Hold on a
All
second.
right.
Good morning. You're on the air. Hold on. I can have the two of you on at the same time. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning. Good morning. You're on the air. Good morning. You're on the air. Well, something's happening with some cannot there, so I don't think we want to hear about that. You still there, caller?
I'm right.
Okay, great. Somebody's caught up on something there. Maybe they're. But anyway. Yeah, we just have to be vigilant. Remember what was said. Pay attention to what's being said. And make your decisions accordingly. Look at the record. Look at what's happened.
And the Labour Party's record, that's why you see all the time, and it's a fact. They don't like to go back to the past. But the past shall determine your future. When you look at the party's record in government, high unemployment, highest unemployment among young people, 44%. They put imposed VAT on us, 15%. They increased water rates, 66%. They stopped the school transportation subsidy for the kids who go to school, who cannot afford transportation. They stopped the school feeding program at the school. They only spend $1 million a year in school repairs. Schools were in a dilapidated condition, a horrible condition, under the Labour Party. This government spent over $10 million in 1 year to repair all the schools around the country. The economy was always in
Not this government.
growth.
Their government spent 1 million a year. We've spent 10 million every year.
That's what I said. I said their government spent 1 million.
Yeah.
This government UWP spent 10 million
So in
repairing.
in 1 year of school repairs and maintenance under this administration, we've spent double what they spent in 5 years or in their full term.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They, they talk about the distress fund, and that's the thing you see on social media. They're trying to make mileage, but this government spent over $50 million to assist persons who got their house got burned down and stuff like that. The public assistance and the people who get a little help from the government
Well, actually,
monthly.
in 1 year, what the SLP administration had was a cap or budget, if you want to call it that, in the distress fund of $500,000 a year. You know, they all want to get so romanticized or romantic or enamored with things they did, as if that's the holy grail that you can't touch it. But the fact is that there was a budget there for the distress fund, a cap of $500,000 a year. When that $500,000 is used up, sorry, papi, come back next year. That's what the situation was. This government removed the distress fund because it was limiting. And instead of placing a limit or maximum amount on how much could be dispersed, the government assisted people on a needs basis. And in the first year of doing that, instead of assisting people to a maximum of $500,000, because the government realized that much more people, many more, were coming forward, and the $500,000 was not sufficient. So they dealt with the situation of distress on an as-needed basis. In the first year, the government paid out, assisted people to the tune of over $5 million, 10 times what the distress fund was, the maximum for the... What's wrong? Does it matter if it's called distress fund, if it's called monkey fund, if it's called Mount Pololo fund, if it's called Abadlo fund? Does the name matter?
Exactly. What matters is that the people who need the help
There you
got
go.
the help.
There you go.
That
There
is
you
the
go.
point.
And in all what they talk in there, they're not saying that you provided less. They're not saying that at all, because they can't say that.
When you look at, for example, the judiciary was in a mess. Could you imagine the DPP, the guys could not even appoint a DPP. It had to take this government to appoint a DPP and to staff the DPP's office. The courthouse was in a deplorable condition.
Well, it's still sitting there. It's still sitting there in town, out of use, because bypass right la.
You saw the deplorable conditions of the courts. When you do the lawyer to be protesting.
Yeah.
Because
they ain't going inside there, man. We ain't going in there.
Right. This government came. It's not perfect, but this government came and attended to it, and soon we'll have a courthouse.
Yeah.
The police force couldn't get a proper police headquarters.
Yeah.
Very soon the police will have a brand.
Caller, you paying attention to a lot of what's going on, man. You've been keeping it real for a long time.
I'm always keeping it real.
Yeah.
Very soon now, under this UWP government, the police will have an administrative building, and they're going to be a court.
Courts. There are going to be courts in there, multiple courts.
But
so that's the same place. They're clamoring about that, all the problems. That's the same place. The old prison location there, the Royal Gaol, or Royal Jail for some people, on Bridge Street there, that they fought tooth and nail not to break it down, although Kenny Anthony in 2003 said, and he was repeating the words of Lord Farrington, that the darned place should be blown up with dynamite. Delay things.
Another thing to this Labour Party, if they have a tagline, FFF, Friends, Family, and Foreigners.
Yeah.
But when you look at their history, when all those roads they were constructing on the West Coast, who was
Caller. The Keeping It Real crew. The Keeping It Real crew are keeping it real, man. They know that. They know that.
I heard
Mr.
Timothy. I heard Mr. Timothy Mangal and the minister, Guy Joseph said, the guy's sole parcels of land to a French company, and it had to take this government to rescue those
Get it back.
lands.
Yeah.
Now the people of St. Lucia, the middle class and the people, the lower income earners, can get a piece of St. Lucia. But they're giving people an impression that this government is about foreigners. All those countries, look, they paid a foreigner, what's his name, Linquist, gave him $3
3
million,
million. 3 million.
a foreign to investigate Guy Joseph.
Oh,
Up
yeah.
to now, they can't present what to
Oh
Parliament.
yeah. Oh yeah. Just
Guy Joseph,
alluding to nonsense.
Honorable Guy Joseph, have been challenging them. Where's the report? They can't furnish the report, but you pay a foreigner $3 million to investigate one man, and you couldn't find nothing on him. I mean, it's a double standard of this Labour Party, man. And you know, it is so. And you see, as the election gets nearer and nearer, Brother Norbert, those guys will get more and more desperate. And the thing
Well,
is,
yeah.
we have to watch them carefully.
We've seen the
because
desperation already. Acute.
We have to watch them, because I hear in talk that they bring in Martinicans to vote. We have to watch, make sure these people
Well,
are
in
registered
Martinique
to
and
vote.
St. Lucians, well, if people are registered to vote, there's nothing wrong in that. You know, St. Lucians, if it's your right, it's your right. But we got to make sure there's no monkey business going on, you know, on the voters list. No
That's my
monkey
point.
business.
So keep up the good work, my brother.
Thank you very much.
And I'll
Okay, have a great day. Thank you. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. How are
The
you?
name of the people that was in charge of the idea was research and control.
Hold on. The people who were in charge of what?
The Bill here you was talking about, and you didn't know the name.
Oh, Bilharzia.
Research and-
The company? The agency?
Yeah, the research
Way
and
back.
control. It was.
I
it
heard
was-
the Rockefeller was involved in that. He gave a lot of money to that Bilharzia
Yeah,
fight
but
in the 60s.
on the
and
Land
70s.
Rovers, it used to be research and control.
Which Land Rovers?
No, they used to have some Land Rovers going about, like on the
Yeah.
East Coast,
Yeah,
running the pipe.
Yeah.
You introduced PVC in
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Lucia, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Research and
That was
control.
some-
Wasn't there another name in front of that? Research and control?
They had USAID or something like that.
I think USAID was involved in that whole Bilharzia thing as well. I
yeah,
think
they
so.
had, but we used to call it research and control. when
Yeah.
we see-
Yeah, I vaguely remember that name, Research and Control.
Yes. I wanted to call you last night, but I fell asleep.
Yeah, how was the show last night?
Yeah, all righty, but I fell asleep. You know.
Good. Well, you can watch it again today.
Now, but let me tell you,
Yeah, tell me.
with Pave, everything was on the right, you know, all houses was on the right, you know.
Well, not
When
really.
going up.
When I went up Pave, there were houses on both sides. When I lived up there in
So,
1973, I
and the
moved there.
standpipe, you could still see one standpipe in the corner, the first standpipe.
Well, the first standpipe at Pave, when you start from the bottom going up, was on the right side, just by
Yeah,
Isaac's
right,
house
yeah, and
there.
it's still there today, if you could see. plus connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
let me
plus
tell you,
connection.
caller. But how do you understand that statement? Because if you're watching and you're commenting on it now, you at least saw that part. How could Philip JPS say in 1997 the people of Pave had to come down to the police station? I don't know which one, headquarters or Port Police, to get water?
Yes, and they had a courier service. We went back or front. I don't know.
I don't know I don't know where that's coming from. In 1973, there was water going all the way up Pave.
Yeah.
I lived up Pave for years.
Okay.
I don't know that. I know way back then, back in the day, you know, when there was no water, you know, we had water capacity problems back in the day.
Yeah, on the high elevation.
Right. Or there would be no water, whether they were doing any works or whether it was drought or whatever, Tankawem, that people had to go, you carry your buckets and go and get water. You know, Leclerc,
that
people
was
used to
for
go to
everywhere, you know.
Leclerc, yeah, there was no water. People used to go to Leclerc right there in the corner on Tapon Avenue and Vidbouteille Road.
Mm-hmm.
There was a standpipe right in the corner there under the big Aki tree.
Yeah.
Right? People from Marsha would go to Leslie Land, Lastic Hill. There was a pipe, standpipe right in the corner there across from the Marion home. If
Yeah,
you didn't
that's
have water in Marsha, you know, certain areas would have water, others would not. People would go area to area. That's not unusual.
yeah.
But Pave is not a place that did not have water in 1997.
Yeah, that just
Ah,
here
come on.
recently.
Come on. Come on, caller. That's 24 years after I lived after I moved to Pave, and there was water there already. So I don't know what they're talking about. The big houses, Munek go la take away te Pave.
Yes, that's true.
Hey, come on, man.
No, but I don't remember Adrian O'Shea there.
Yeah,
I-
Adrian Auger lived on the left side. You know where Carlos Mins lived?
Yes,
2 houses after Carlos Mins on the left. Adrian Auger lived there. And then the house after Adrian Auger, that huge, if you want to call it plantation property or whatever, Easter lived there. Remember
Yes,
Easter, the
Johnny
white
Easter,
people?
number 1 tennis,
That is right,
the old-
Johnny
yes,
Easter,
yes.
the tennis player. They lived right there, the house after Adrian Auger. Yeah.
But I remember Gibson time he had Secra and all of them.
Secra
Yeah, the
Gibson
kind
lived
of
in just up the flat after Jane's shop.
Yes, yes.
That's right. That's right. So I don't know what. Maybe he should talk to Secra Gibson about. Though I am telling you, Secra Gibson had water at his house. Right opposite
Yeah,
Secra
the
Gibson,
milk.
there was a standpipe there, right by Jane there,
Yes,
and there was a Freeness across the road from Secra, right around there.
yes, that's true.
Hey, I don't know what Pierre is talking about.
So, okay, yes.
All right, caller. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day, man. I was mystified when I heard that. I don't know. I think Pierre's confused. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
I'm on the air. Yours truly nice.
Good morning.
Show again. All your shows
Thank
that
you.
you know
Thank you.
have been good, but it was a nice show. It was right. The things you did, the things you said.
Yeah.
Let Mr. Pierre know that he's not dreaming.
That I'm not dreaming.
He's not, and you are not dreaming.
Yeah.
You know the place. Nobody told you about the place.
Not
you
at
know
all.
the place.
Not at all.
You could identify so many things.
That's right.
But anyway, I want to say good morning to you, to Miss Teresa, until to Minerva. I know you are listening.
Yeah.
Good morning to everybody that's locked on Sky FM.
Yeah.
But today is my son-in-law's birthday, and Martha shall we said thanks for the...
Oh, you're welcome, Martha.
Martha enjoyed it because this was the first time listening.
Great.
She didn't know about the Sky FM.
Great.
So
Great.
these days she's locked on Sky FM.
All right.
So today is my son-in-law birthday. His name is Brent Charles. This is son of Brian Charles from Choiseul and Merle Charles.
Okay, great.
So
Great.
Brent, happy birthday to you today, coming from the heart of your mother and father Brian and Merle Charles, and
Yeah.
then your wife Kezia August Charles, your one and only son. Your one and only son, Brian Kyrie Charles, your brother, Brad Charles and wife, and your niece, Lulu and Tori.
Yeah.
Vicky is your sister-in-law, your one and only sister-in-law. And I want you, if you can again, because Brent is listening, Mr. Brian is listening, and everybody, the beautiful song. But don't put your hand on your head, okay? Last night, Mr. when you ended that, you opened the jacket, oh yes, it was great.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
Can you sing for Brent Charles for me, please? I am there with you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
blessed
Thank you very
and
much.
for your time to be waking up early.
Thank
to come
you.
and make us know all what is going on around.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You-
Thank you very much. Just keeping it real with the fans and the people and the listeners and everybody. And we have another call. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Nabot.
Hey, morning, sir. How are you?
I'm there.
Okay, talk to me now.
Talking about Bilhazium, Nabot.
Yeah.
At that time, in the 1970s,
In the late 60s, in the 60s and early 70s. That was a big thing in St. Lucia.
Yes, that was everywhere in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
We still
In fact, caller, I'll put it on the Sky FM and the Keeping It Real page. There's a video I found on YouTube quite some time ago about that whole anti-Bilharzia project. That St. Lucia, they said St. Lucia was, if I remember, that St. Lucia was the guinea pig or something. That's the word used by the reporter or the narrator on that video. Actually, St. Lucia was the test case, for want for use of better description of that. St. Lucia was the test case
Okay.
for fighting bilharzia.
Yeah, but no, but what I'm saying, I'm just trying to just be real. My
Yeah.
mom had bilharzia.
Uh-huh.
My brother had bilharzia. They were putting standpipe all over the island.
Yeah.
And they used to give people like that, those that don't have toilets, the plastic toilets. You have to pour water to flush down.
Oh, really?
Make sure you have a hole that's about 6 feet down to the ground.
Yeah.
And well seal it. And the plastic, they come there. These guys come, they have these jeeps, white. I could remember that white jeep, big.
Was it? Let me ask you a question. Were those? I remember them, but I want to get somebody to confirm. Were they Land Rovers or were they Scouts?
I think it was run over because they could go any place, no, but any
Yeah.
place by your home, they could go drop this toilet for you. Make sure that hole you dig it, and they're the one that place it for you, and they seal it all over. And you have to when you do your using, you have to pour hot water inside in like a flush it.
Yeah.
Up to now, I have that at home by my mom. My mom passed away already, but we have it
Yeah.
well sealed. No, but
Oh, interesting.
yeah, and like standpipe was there. They stop us from using the river water. They put standpipe all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the time that started. Like under the Prime Minister John Compton. I could remember that giving us a release of carrying water from the river from Sus.
Yeah.
It was so nice. It was so nice when we started having these things all around. I don't know where Philip Jimka was. Because at that time, it was fun for us when we had to go to the river and carry water and stuff like this. Because things wasn't organized yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was very shocked when I heard him say that. And that forced me or caused me to examine even more closely what he said then, and it really was not standing up to the scrutiny because of that. There's a lot of erroneous information at best, a lot of erroneous stuff, a lot of fluff and bluff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But it was a good show last night, Mother.
Well, thank you very much.
Grand show. I love last night, Mother. But the way you handled that show.
Thank you very much.
It was, yeah. So keep it real, but keep it real, and we there praying for you, and we supporting you.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for keeping it real. 456-0931. 456-0931. We have another call. Good morning. You on the air. Let's keep it real.
Robert, how are you?
Morning. I'm doing good. How are you
I
doing?
just make a quick comment.
Yes.
The research and control, I think there was something like, Rockefeller Foundation was
Rockefeller,
involved
yes.
in that.
Somebody said so to me last night.
Project Hope.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole name of I believe it was. The vehicles were Scout International.
Scouts International. That's right,
International,
caller.
yeah.
That's right.
The
That's
white
right.
Vehicles, right?
Those things could go anywhere, man. My goodness.
And there was a control on the speed you could drive and all things like that. So
Yeah. In fact, if I remember correctly too, St. Lucia Water Authority is what it was back then.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. St. Lucia Water Authority had some scouts as well.
I believe so.
They
I'm
had
not
some scouts
sure,
as well.
But I know for research and control. And to be honest, that Bilharzia was all over St. Lucia. And the host, the Bilharzia host, is still rampant in our country because
it's
all the rivers,
in the snails.
the snails in the
That's
river.
right. That's right.
The snails are still around.
That's right. There you go, caller. You remember what's going on. I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
right. And we had water, probably we had water up from the bottom of Menadale going up.
Yeah.
There was a pipe, there was one in the middle, there was one by the bridge that taking across to Avenue 212. The laundry was there.
Yeah.
The other pipe was down at the top going up
so
to
tell me,
there.
tell me what Philip J.P. was talking about.
I don't know. Philip J.P. not doing nothing up Menadale for nobody. So I don't know where he coming from falling stuff. Anyway, we'll try to be steady.
Thank you very much, caller.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you. 456-0931. 456-0931. Let me know what you thought about what was going on last night. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Nabad, how are you
Morning,
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Boy, when I hear you give story last night, but I was so great about that. The house opposite the Western Union, you were talking about Charles.
Charles, that was the shop down there.
That was Mr. Charles. He used to be the cook on the cable boat.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Canada, is the Rastafari.
That's right, because Kana also lived on top, further up Pave.
Yeah, by where boy living up.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
You know what you're talking about, boy?
That's right.
I don't know why you have so much memory.
I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention for a long time.
Yeah. Peter, Black Peter used to work electricity. That is house in the corner.
That's right, in the corner there. That's right. And up by Peter in the lane going up there, Plumber was living there.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
That's
boy.
right.
Yeah, man. And the fellow that talking about the toilet John Compton was doing. They was doing that in Canway by the boys club.
Mm-hmm.
I from by the boys club. David and Amos, all of them used to do that. They call it PHU.
They call it what?
They used to call it PHU.
PHU?
PHU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they was doing the toilet and go and put you dig the hole and they go and put it for you.
Okay. I never saw those, caller.
No, you won't see that. You was a young fella, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that must have been early 60s. Yeah.
That's in the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That the time they have a big tree and you put post all the people post.
Great, great. Boy, I tell you, the Keeping It Real crew out there, boy, all the info is coming out.
Yeah. Now we have a club there in Canway where the Union and Waterfront. We used to call it Sarakun. They used to keep that in there.
Yeah.
Now about the Bilazia.
Yeah.
Is what destroyed the Bilazia is when they start the banana and the fellows start washing from a little tank on the water.
There, yeah. Yeah.
That's what messing up the Bilazia.
Yeah, but there was an organized program as well, like somebody said, funded by Rockefeller and other agencies in the U.S. to fight that. But one of the biggest things that they did was put the standpipes all around the island so that people would not go to the rivers to get water to wash and to get bathing water and all of that thing, because it enters through your skin. Okay, sounds like we lost this caller. But thank you so much. Thank you very much for keeping it real, passing on the info. 456-0931. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, sir.
THEU, Public Health Emergency Unit.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Boy, I tell you, the Keeping It Real crew are in touch with what's going on in St. Lucia. You know, I'm so very happy about that. That our collective memories can be used to go back in time, you know. Unlike what some people don't want us to do. Go back in time. Like I was saying, folks, you saw it last night. I was completely and absolutely mystified at what Philip JPS said about Pave Road, Pave in 1997. Amazing. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Robert.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. If Mr. Pierre cannot give accurate information in a little thing like this, one wonders what he will give accurate information on. Robert, I lived as a little child in the Pave area.
But before you go ahead, caller, about what time period was that? What decade?
I'm coming to tell you, I'm much older than you know, but
okay.
I lived in the Pave area somewhere around the early 1960s, about 1960, 1961 or so.
Wow, okay.
As a little child.
Okay.
About 50 meters from the junction.
Which
to
junction?
The main road.
Okay, down at the bottom. That's
there
right.
was a standpipe.
That's right, you correct.
On the right-hand side when you're going
That is right. Was Isaac living there at the time?
There is a name associated to Pave which I have not heard at all. That was a gentleman called Mr. Room.
Okay, I don't know that name.
Mr. Room had a shop just at the junction at the bottom.
Right.
And he lived much further up.
Okay, I don't know that name, caller.
They used to bake bread.
Okay, no, I don't.
He was an Adventist gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I remember also, Norbert, just further up as you climb the hill, there was a gentleman, I think they called him Easter or something.
Easter was in that big house in the corner there.
I remember also, Norbert, there was a large breadfruit tree in the area, and ripe breadfruit used to fall on the road.
That's right, caller.
And it
that's
was
right.
very, very slippery, and when children were walking down, we had to be very careful.
But before you get to Easter, you're going up. Easter was on the left, but before you get to Easter, in that little right turning corner, that big house there, that's where Amy King lived.
Yeah, this is true, Norbert. So there had been water. I cannot attest to water being way up.
Yeah.
But I know probably had water from very,
But the point I was
on.
making, caller, is that Philip J. Pierre was talking about 1997. And he's talking about people. Let us just say that the people way up Pave had no water. But the point is that before you would have to get to police headquarters or get to town to get water, you would pass all of those standpipes.
Of course. In 1997, I was a grown man. Anyway, on the Bilharzia issue, this is true. And Sir John did a tremendous amount of work in the Deriso and Chiroshi areas, so that the people could get off the river. And this is why they established the pipes, the standpipes, so that people could go and get the water to do their washing. They had the foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation, had even established a hospital at the mall.
A research place. Was it hospital or research?
They had a research center. They also had a hospital where people who had been infected badly by the Bilharzia.
I remember hearing about that.
A few days.
Yeah.
So the administrative block at Sir Arthur,
that is right. That's right.
Administrative block was
the
right,
caller.
Site
That's
of the
right.
hospital.
That's right.
Yeah. That's it, Norbert.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, folks. Yeah. Thank you for keeping it real. That is absolute. You know, I remember that as a little boy of that Bilharzia place up where Sir Arthur Lewis College is now. That's right, caller. Yeah, you're refreshing my memory there, boy. You're refreshing my memory. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
No, but sorry to bother you again. Let me tell you. How could you say you don't know Mr. Rome? Mr. Rome is Justice Robert Innocent's father, the Mr. there at the bottom there, the Adventist Mr. Just as where that pizza place was there, Mr. Cole.
I don't know the name. I don't. Maybe I know the face, but not the name.
You know Magistrate Robert Innocent?
I believe I do. I do.
House number 1.
Okay, so you had Charles at the bottom of Pave, right there in the corner.
Right, the house after him there before he take that drink coming on there, the last house there.
But what are you talking about? On the left side going up Pave?
No, let's say you come from Pave and you make a right turn.
Yeah.
You pass Mr. Charles' house.
Right.
Then there's a house just before
the next house. The next house. Yeah.
That's Robert Innocent's father, then Mr. Innocent.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but I know the house because I pass by there every day walking up Pave.
Right, there you are.
You know, every day.
If you know that Magistrate Innocent, then you would know exactly.
Yeah.
Robert Innocent.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. We have another call again on WhatsApp. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Brother, nobody's me again. Ian Cauldron.
Yes.
So I normally don't call talk shows twice. But there's breaking
Hold on
news,
1
brother,
second, please. Hold on 1 second, please, caller.
No problem.
Yeah. Go ahead, Cauldron.
Yeah, there's breaking news, brother Norbert.
Yeah, what's that?
A prominent member party defecting.
Well, I heard about that yesterday. I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything official about that. But I guess we'll find out. Everything will reveal in time.
Yeah, a prominent member defecting to this government, the UWP. I'm telling St. Lucians, breaking news. Stay tuned.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning. You're on the air. I inadvertently or mistakenly cut off that caller. If you can call back. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, Nobby.
Morning, sir.
You gave some information on Pavé last night, and I think you were spot on.
Yeah.
The place the gentleman just spoke about, Mr. Rome. Actually, if you opposite DHL.
Yeah. I know where he's talking about. I just don't know the guy.
Right. That's where Mr. Rome. That's where.
Yeah.
But
and that's right where Amos had his driving school thing there forever. Right there.
Amos was across from him.
Right.
As well as the tire shop, J.K. Fontaine tire shop in the fire zone.
Yeah.
Right. In Pavé, I live at Pavé. I live on the upper portion of Pavé.
Right.
And the pipes that they spoke about, they have been there in existence. They're still there. Actually, the tank pipes are still there under laundry. As the free pipes, I know we were taking water in Pavé.
Yeah.
And when Pavé don't have water, we go down Rock Hall. Now, the only reason we are going for water in these areas is because of, like now, the Easter season, the
Kawem, that's right.
Right. The upper elevations, you will not get no water. So you have to go down early to get water from the lower. As somebody see, if you pass the laundry, you might get water. If you don't get the laundry, you run lower down by opposite Mr. Arthur Charles. Mr. Arthur used to be a police officer.
That's
the
Charlo, he was the cobbler. They used to call him Justin.
Right next to Mr. Justin
there was a pipe there.
There's a pipe there. It is still there, but it's not functional.
That's right.
Also
caller.
lower down King. And
that's right.
Just before you meet Mr. Menz, the pipe there, the post is still there, but it's not functional.
That is right, caller.
But that's the area. If you see the pressure going down from one, you go lower down. When you go lower down, you see more people there, you run down there. And we used to go down and take water. Sometimes, if the water is not, we used to reach as far as police headquarters to take water. Because the water is lower there, the pressure. But as they put the pipes in the road, the 12-inch pipes they have, Wasco changed the water, and they dug the entire north to put water. That changed. And since then, we have not been missing water. So I don't know about, we left Pavé and go out and take water, fetch water all the way at the bottom of Rock Hall.
Yeah.
And sometimes reach as far as the Masha Primary School, the Masha Combined School, getting water. Because these places are lower than us, we get water. That was the only problem. Around that time, we know for sure we have to go and get water early morning to come back.
But the thing is, caller, which is what mystified me, is that Pavé had water.
Yeah,
but what was happening at Pavé was not anything unique to anywhere else, because that happened all around Castries, in La Clery, in Mondidon, whatever. Yeah, so it's not like there was no water at Pavé.
Also, there are times we come for water and we meet people from the higher elevations in other areas come and take water in the simplest way. Like for instance, when we reach by the bottom of Marchand to get water, we would meet person that came all the way from around the hill, following the pipes down, because at that time the pressure wasn't pushing the pipes and everybody had the pipes open. We had pipes at our home, but we weren't getting water because you were at the top of Pavé. So we had to find water, come down early, run to get water before the other persons get it.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah. But around the July time, July, August, September, October, there's water all over the place.
Yeah.
But that was just it for that little piece of information.
Yeah.
I say about water and putting water. I don't know, but maybe we put water pipes for people that don't have pipes.
But you know the big problem also, caller. There's a problem at Pavé. There was, as all over St. Lucia.
Yes, Cicerone. My grandparents live at Cicerone. They had the same problem with the water too. They live close to the Kubarel Gap.
Yeah.
And lower down, they have to go and take water all the way down by the Baptist Church because of when the water pressure is low. So that's something that was all over the place.
Yeah. But the thing is, one of the problems you had at Pavé, and one of the problems that you have in many locations around Castries, Menard Hill, whether it's Rock Hall, whatever, Pavé, particularly in the early 70s, mid-70s, you had a lot of squatting. And these people did not have official water connections. They didn't have official electricity connections. And what happened is they had to go find water somewhere. I can tell you that, I know that.
It is still the case in some, those living closer to the road, like I live close to the road, I live right on the road. You would have your pipes, you would have you have your land. I'm not squatting, my family is not squatting, but there are some places, when you came and live up there in the past, the man who's in charge will tell you, Mete Kaiwila. Just make you, or somebody have a house to rent. You rent it. Eventually, the person want to sell it. You end up buying it, and the others around don't move. So all of you have to use that same space. And sometimes in these areas, some of the areas deep inside don't even have the pit toilet, or they don't have a flushing toilet system. So they have to use the laundry. That's what the laundry is there for, and it's still kept up to like 2 days. That's the laundry I knew since when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some areas that are squatting. You see every now and then somebody leaves, you see that area, and then you see new land, new pieces. The person say, well, I'll not put on that house for you again. I have to break it down because they asked me to move this house because these are too close and whatever. And eventually see the small house that used to be are now moving and bigger houses coming in because they realize that's one spot with five houses on it, so they have to eventually move it until somebody buys it. So these things are slowly changing. But for the water thing, and we have water and whatever, that I think is wrong. I know as a little boy, I used to run on my jerry cans, the yellow jerry cans of water, until I got stronger. I started carrying the five
gallon
liter bottles, and things. The 5 magic oil, the magic oil containers of water. That's why I used to carry when I was smaller. So we had that, but the water situation is recovered. I think he has it wrong.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Yeah, thank you so much. We have some messages here. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Did you realize how Fortuna Belrose dominated the news for weeks? The business of the so-called media in St. Lucia. How sad. Yeah. A teacher hi Norbert. Keep up the good work and good morning to you. You are to speak about the youth that are leaving school and want to go study for teachers. I guess to become a teacher. The SLP took the help away that they came and see under the Compton government. The youth have to take loans to study. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. How are you? I would like to know how many journalists that left St. Lucia to go and cover the eruption in St. Vincent, but instead they want to waste their time on the Prime Minister calling out goes in to straighten up Stanley. What a shame. Thanks. Good morning, Norbert. There's a fake profile under the GVD Facebook Live. Yeah, that one's been all around. Some very insulting comments. Well, GVD Live, GVD, deal with that fake profile, Junior Yuli. Deal with that. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. GVD Live. You need to block that profile. You don't have time for this disrespect and this nonsense. But that's a sign of desperation again. Desperation. GVD Live. Get rid of that profile. Okay? Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. Morning, Phil. In fact, you know what? I'll just forward this message to them. Yeah. Where is it? Okay. There we go. There we go. And let's see if I can find this here. There you go. Easy, so like magic. And then what I'm going to do over here on the other side, the magic of technology. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Mr. Williams.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, all right, good.
Talk to me.
I'm living in the States,
Yeah.
And I was diagnosed with bilharzia.
Uh-huh.
They call it cystosomiasis.
Cystosomiasis,
That's the word for it.
Yeah.
I have it written down in a book, so I could have spelled it for you, but it's early in the morning.
That's okay. So
I'll try and send that word to you anytime.
Yeah, I know it. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, caller.
Cystosomiasis mansoni.
Yeah, okay.
And it took them a long time when I was sick to diagnose me. And it was a doctor from India who diagnosed that, and he told me, Americans like big names. It's bilharzia.
Yeah.
Because when I was diagnosed, they told me it's originated in snail. I remember when I was in St. Lucia, they used to talk about that. I say, Doc, are they calling it bilharzia? They say, yes. But Americans, they call it cystosomiasis mansoni. They like big names.
Yeah. Well, that's a medical term, they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much for keeping it real. And that yeah on the Facebook page with the insulting comments has been dismissed.
Be careful of the United.
That's what it is there. Been flushed away. Useless. That's right, folks. That's right. Oh, flushed away. 456-0931, you know. But you know they're going mad, folks. They're going mad because they feel the pressure. The sins are catching up to them. So all they can do is spew garbage, insult you. They're going mad. They're all over social media.
They're going mad, mad, and it's looking bad. Well, I got no hate in my heart for them. I give them love and they feed me hate. My heart is clean and my mind is...
They're going mad, folks. You see them on social media. The insults are getting worse day by day. The Vielang, the Langkaka. It's amazing. And the people who engage in that, you will be surprised who they are. You'll be surprised. Some mess. Zanimo.
I always wish them the best I can, so I don't see why they wanna see me down. But universally I am safe and sound. So they're going mad, mad. All they try.
They're going mad, mad, and it's looking bad.
It's looking bad, yeah.
Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Norbert.
Morning, sir.
Norbert, you know what had really struck me?
What struck you? Lightning?
No, you know, I really love cricket.
Yeah.
And because of the pandemic, they had matches that had to come to St. Lucia.
Yeah.
But unfortunate, Antigua had it. But you couldn't enter, you know, the ball pass to see the matches. So it's an empty stadium. So you could only view that on cable. But I remember Cricket World Cup. A number of vehicles were bought and will sell to people cheap. I figure you should go into that in depth because, boy, a lot of things happen in that. Nice BMWs, they only use that for a couple months, and after the Cricket World Cup, boy, I seen fellas that couldn't afford have BMWs. But we have to look into that.
Yeah.
It's a serious, serious matter. And to make it worse, a number of people that get concessions, you know, because they said the World Cup will be attracting a number of people, and they were advising people to build underneath their house and what have you. But this is something I thought of all last night, and we have to look at that, because when people say forget about the past, I believe all that is in that package. So we must never forget about the past. Because I believe there's some good about it and there's some bad about it.
Yeah.
But I just leave it for you to investigate, because I myself did my research and I know I on track. So I give you that opportunity to look into it and tell us about the Cricket World Cup. What happened there?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's it, 456-0931. Let me tackle some of the messages I have here, and we have another call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Morning, sir. How are you?
Well, first time caller.
Well, first time call today.
Good morning, Baradil Conway Darren Road. Good morning to my elderly statesman, the greatest elderly statesman on the planet. That's what I'm talking about. To Michael Shafty and to Peter Josie, not forgetting the great Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sharon Delmer George. Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Mr. Philip J.P.A. I don't know what's wrong with the party, with that UWP party. I don't know what's wrong. These guys are doing a lot of nonsense day every day, and they're not getting the passion they're supposed to resign. Like Kenyanti is supposed to resign 100 years ago. They're supposed to resign 50 years ago. And then again, I would say all those should resign a long time. And the latest was Philip JPS. Okay? These guys continue letting a lot of garbage out of the mouth, doing what they like the old Ted Busher. What's going on down there, man? Philip JPS is supposed to resign, Robert. This guy is supposed to resign for offending we in the diaspora that helping our people back home, and male dogs get sent back home to help our people, and making those kind of dirty remarks to us, offensive remarks. What's going on, man? You guys making those guys get away too easy, man. Too easy. Don't, in the real world, those guys would have to step down, man. In the real world, those guys will have to step down. They see they make you brothers step down for no reason, for nothing. Nothing. Huh? And you're buckling to those guys. And those guys just walk around doing what they like. Huh? Doing what they like. That whole party supposed to close down and resign Kenny Anthony first. And the other five, Philip J. Pierre, Sean Edwards, Moses Jean-Baptiste, because they do nothing about the atrocities. Those guys do atrocity after atrocity. These guys still walk in the street talking a lot of nonsense. Huh? A lot of garbage. What's wrong? You guys scared of the Assembly, man? You guys scared of the Assembly? The Assembly should not be on the ballot. Period, man. And every day you're talking about Assembly this, that. Assembly should not be on the ballot. Period. In the real world, they will not be in it. Let me tell you something. I would like Joe Biden to call this out, America dead illegally. Or Justin Trudeau, call this out, Canada seabed. What do you think will happen to them, Robert?
They'll be lynched.
Huh?
They'll be whipped.
Thank you very much. And you got that man, that arrogant dictator, that arrogant man. So they actually walk in the streets and calling shots. That man should be living in exile, boy. In prison or living in exile. Okay? You guys too soft, don't live with these guys, man. Okay? That's why I elect people like Tom Adams. Tom Adams will say that nonsense. You see that guy, Rob Gonzalez? Rob Gonzalez of Servetet? Tom deported him, you know. Tom Adams deported Rob Gonzalez. Okay? And you want to hear what Tom told him? He's lacking an application. Okay? I'm disappointed in the results. That's what Tom told him. Tom said, listen, you got 48 hours to get out of Barbados. Because you're lacking, there's something that he done. Okay? And Tom was taking his nonsense. And Tom told him, the great Tom Adams told him, you're lacking an application. Disappointed results. You have 48 hours to get out of Barbados. Rob Gonzalez was deported. Okay? But here in your own country, you got guys like, those guys doing nonsense. You guys they just kill them, bashing them, and they walk in the streets, going from the trouble, coming out smiling at the security, and then they put on ears as the same in Bermuda. Huh? These guys should have been in politics. This is not a real world, man. Solution cannot be real. Man. My late brother was belonged to a Christian group. And he had to go to Trinidad. And I said to him, I want you to do something. When you go to Trinidad, I want you to ask your brothers and sisters in the church. Tell them about the atrocities that Kenny had done in St. Lucia. And then ask them, what would happen to Kenny if he was in Trinidad? You know what they told him? One thing was sure. You only walk in the streets of Trinidad. That's what the Christians told him. You guys don't feel like everything should be kind of easy. This is nonsense, man. This is bullshit. Okay? This is nonsense, boy. These guys committed more atrocities than... Let me tell you something. I go back and speak as far as the English-speaking Caribbean.
These guys have done more atrocities in the history of the Caribbean than the past and present leaders in the Caribbean, English-speaking leaders. That SLP there you have there. That SLP. And I have no doubt about that. The more crap these guys, you can write a book. You can write books of those guys, man. These guys walk in the street with the arrogant death and this and that and calling shots. Really, man?
Okay, caller, 30 seconds. Let's wrap it up.
Have a nice day, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping it real. But to all of these guys, you're keeping on top of what's happening there. And I think you really need, or you would like me to flush them. So I flush them for you. There you go. How's that? Another one? That's right. Thank you so much. The hypocrisy of all of that nonsense. But then, every day we have to keep it real, folks, and that's what I'm doing here with you. The 2021 St. Lucia Virtual Carnival Road March. Keeping it real every day. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Every day. I keep it real with you about Pave. That's right. I keep it real with you about CIP. I keep it real with you about Cabot. That's right. Keep it real with you about the roads. Keep it real with you about the schools. Keep it real about the airport. Keep it real about the dam. Let's go. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Well, let's say that to the JPA. Can you answer this? Step down. Resign. Resign now. Resign. Tell the young bullshit. Get on the stage. Okay? Get down.
Thank you very much, caller. Every day. Keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. 4560931. WhatsApp 4850931. Every day. Let's get this next message here. Good morning. Did I hear the gas giant say that the Prime Minister was reckless during the COVID crisis when he was seen out in public without a mask, while not referring to 2 protest marches by the SLP and his friends? Caller. Boy, y'all on top of it, Y'all on top of it. Y'all on top of it. I tell you, thank you. Boy, I'm telling you. That's what they are. Here's what they are. That's what they are. And somebody gave me some info on that old Bilharzia thing. PHEU, the Public Health Engineering Unit. Thank you so much. Hypocrites. All of those hypocrites. Morning, Norbert. What do you think SLP supporters who secretly listen to Sky FM did? Not hear nothing mentioned about them. Greetings from the UK. You better watch out. Yeah.
We walk, we talk together. Yes, we did. We ate, we drank together. Yes, we did. But when I find you're a snake in the grass, my heart grieves to be taken for an ass. Ooh, but hypocrite, all of you hypocrites, you're gonna pay the price someday. Hypocrite, stinking hypocrite, gonna pay the price someday. speak from your mouth, but your heart is still a lie. Oh, people, you better watch out.
But you know, folks, a lot of people are discombobulated. They're upset about the statements made with regard to Cabot. You know, that keeps coming up and coming up because some people on the other side, the Taliban, think that, you know, it's somewhere they can score points on. But when you examine the Cabot arguments that are being made against the NIC for giving Cabot the loan, it really does not make any sense. And again, Philip J.P. brought it up in the House. The budget debate, but they want to show that the government is not, they want to make a point that the government is not working in the interest of St. Lucians. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. They want to make the interest that Cabot paid to the NIC for that loan, $2-point-something million. They want to make it seem as if it's a bad thing. They want to tell you, oh, why NIC didn't buy the land, why they couldn't find investors, St. Lucians in the diaspora and local businessmen or whatever. Well, where are they? Who are they? Why couldn't you find them? Weren't you in office? Did you not see the possibility of doing the very same thing that you're suggesting now? Were you bereft of ideas when you were in office? You didn't know any investors? You didn't know any St. Lucians, any businessmen who could have gotten involved in that? The very same suggestions that you're making to the government, you had the opportunity to facilitate it. You had the very opportunity to be influential in it, to get the parties together, not political parties, the investors, the St. Lucian businessmen, the hoteliers. Which hoteliers? You mean foreigners? Oh my gosh. But the SLP always has ideas after the fact, after somebody else has started doing something, after they have out of office. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Hey, no, good morning. How are you doing?
Morning, I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad at all.
Talk to me.
What concerns me is the other statements made about Pavi and the water.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know individuals who worked in building the Pavi laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Self-help. That was a self-help project by Romanes Lancico.
Caller.
He personally carried rocks and boulders, whatever,
yeah,
to do the foundation of that building.
Mm-hmm.
There was no laundry there. That was built under Romanes Lancico. So what was it purpose? Not for laundering? So where was the water?
Caller, I don't know. It was falling off the breadfruit tree.
But Pavi had always had water. Let me tell you that. People were shocked when they heard that statement because, and like the previous caller said, only the water pressure was a problem.
Right.
On the hills, as expected.
And that happens now. Caller, when there's an issue with water, they tell you persons at the higher elevations may take longer to get water. That still happens now.
Of course. That happens up to today. So when I heard that statement about Pavi and, well, they can say the same thing about Rockall. Rockall and Pavi are on the same hill.
Well.
So what are you talking about? Man, let me tell you, Romanes Lancico, I'm not even sure Romanes Lancico was the one who brought up water at Pavi. Farthest persons who came after him.
Yeah.
You know, so that statement was bogus as
now you know
hell.
what that causes now, caller? When you have such a blatant, incorrect statement made, at best, that puts everything else you said into question. Everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you could make a big faux pas like that.
You see, no, but the thing is, when you see, you hear things, statements, you have to, and the good thing is that persons who live at Pavi, way before, you heard that old man there,
From
well,
the
an elderly
60s,
man, I
early
guess,
60s, yeah.
tell you 1960, whatever,
Yeah.
in Pavi. You're talking about 18 years after, you're talking about 40 something years after that, you're talking about there was no water. What are you talking about?
24 years after I moved to Pavé. I moved to Pavé in 1973.
1997.
24 years later, you saying they
It's
had no water.
37 years after 1960, you know.
Come on, man.
Somebody was born in 1960 would have been 37 years in 1997.
That's right.
Bathing with tap water. You tell me you brought water there? No, but have a good day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
All right.
Take care. And that's you know, that's what happens. It puts everything else that was in that budget address into question. And there's so many things that are erroneous. And I lashed them last night, folks. I spoke about them last night. So you left to wonder in that whole 3.5 hours. I mean, talking about you walking. He started off. I follow in the footsteps of Kenny Anthony, his idol. We could not borrow. We couldn't borrow. Banks and other lending institutions said before they would lend that we had to get our financial house in order. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
They had to put the financial house in order. Man, let me tell you, I can't understand what this man talking about. Pavé didn't have water. We grew up in Pavé. The little boy, and there was water. You were right about everything you said, because we lived together in Pavé. Okay? We lived together in Pavé, and when you leave the bottom of the hill going up, you made the first standpipe about 50 meters higher. Okay? All the way up past Easter, when you pass Easter, another 50 meters had another standpipe.
That's right.
There was one at the top just after Jane Shop.
That's right. That's right.
Western Bar.
In the flat. That's what they call it, in the flat. You remember, caller? You remember Apply?
Yes, I remember the name. Apply one.
That's there you go.
Apply one.
Apply.
Yeah, there was this standpipe just after the Western Bar, Jane House. Just after Jane Shop.
Caller, you don't even need to go anymore. Moi masav kisa piete ka parler about. I don't know.
So I can't figure out what PA want to talk about. There was an old man. I can never come from school going up. We meeting him on the road, walking up, taking his time. He was born in 1896.
Wow.
1896, yes, an old man. And we used to meet him on the road and pass him, but we used to talk, we used to don't talk. He used to take his time, step by step, to go up the road. Okay? So Mr. Bear have to, I think he had to tell us what he really meant, what he talking about, that 1980 about water to Pavé. When fellas like you and me were in Pavé in 1970, went to college, Pavé had water all along the road. There was a hospital, in the hospital, one of them, I can't remember, was it the Bilazia Hospital, no?
Somebody was talking about that up at where Sir Arthur is now, one of those buildings there. Yes. It wasn't the TB ward, was it?
The TB
ward. TB ward, I think.
TB. Right, not Bilazia. TB ward. That's the one that came to my mind. There was that specific one, TB. Yeah. But Mr. Bay will have to explain what he really talking about. But you know what I suspect? I suspect they must help one or two people get water in their house.
Maybe.
You know?
But you know what, caller? This is the reach and the effectiveness of keeping it real. Because if there was not a keeping it real show, and if there was not a Norbert Bowtie man keeping it real, that I think Philip J. Pierre is depending on people not to remember, or that Pavé was such an obscure place. Because Pavé, if you ain't living there, you ain't going there.
Where
right?
Pavé?
That Mount Pololo there.
Pavé was almost like a city place. Huh? with gin shop there, you get music. Oh, the talk for Friday,
But
Saturday.
you see the thing again about Pave is that people spoke about how steep it was to get up there, and there was no bus like now to get up to Pave. Right. So you would have to walk.
Walk.
And you remember going up Pave, you have to zigzag. It was so steep.
Yes,
you have to zigzag going up.
Zigzag going to go take your time, zigzag, yes. But what I'm saying is, Pave was a lively place. You had gin shop giving you music. Somehow during the day you get all kind of. That's why I learned that this song from this girl from Barbados, this Spooge, you know, and then Patricia Day when they record in Barbados. Jane used to play all these things loud. I'm to talk for a Friday afternoon. People there drinking and drinking. The road, as you said, Richard still alive?
I don't know.
So why haven't seen Richard, man? That's Jane's son.
No, not Richard. You mean what's his name? What's his name? Oh gosh, I mentioned it last night. You know.
Yes, you meant Fred.
What's his name?
Richard?
Not Richard. What's his Matthew? Matthew, man.
No, because I mistaken Richard for another one. I used to think
Matthew.
Matthew still alive?
I saw Matthew maybe about a year ago or a little over. Something not too long ago. I saw Matthew.
Well, I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
But you know, all of the guys used to be on the road, they're playing karate.
Caller, you know what you're talking about, caller.
Of course. Man, you used to, when you swing right to go Menard Hill, that little...
Left, right there in the driveway there. You know who used to park there? You remember the postman? The postman had a little, an Oxford or a Zephyr. He used to wash that thing every day and park it in our driveway.
Higher up there was Plumber.
That's right behind our house. That's right.
In the corner there was the other man who
Peter.
Yes.
That's right.
Huh?
Where's his son? I don't know if it was his son. Remember Son that used to live there? Where's Son?
No,
but anyway.
Yeah, I know the son. Yeah, I know the son, but I haven't seen him. So while I haven't seen him, but man, we had this rich history from Pave, and I cannot come and talk about. I grew up a little boy bathing in this standpipe, so my mother used to bathe me.
Yeah, caller. Well, thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you. Have a great day. 456-0931. We're just going back in time, letting people talk, you know, today. You know, every day doesn't have to be hot and heavy, but, you know, somehow, some way, you know, the always creeps in. And WhatsApp, let's see how the messages are going here on WhatsApp. Okay. Alrighty. There you go, folks. We have our next call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Mr. William, morning.
Hey, morning, sir. How are you?
Very much alive and well.
Great.
Okay, Mr. William, last night, while you was on your show,
yeah,
I called somebody that you called the names that was living in Pave.
Uh-huh.
And the person told me that Pave was like the people with names.
Yep.
That used to live in, and the person was not watching your show. So I know the person was not aware of anything that is happening.
Yeah.
And the reason that I call. Tell me, the persons with names, that is who used to live in Paris.
That's right, caller.
And the person tell me in the 70s, he as a young boy used to fetch water in the pipe by the road in Pave. Meaning that Pave had water. You tell me, even some people in their homes had water in Pave.
And you know what a lot of people had, caller? If you're talking about, well, since you brought it up, the people, the professionals who lived at Pave, at that time, they didn't have these black plastic water tanks.
No.
They had these galvanized. The square galvanized water tanks.
Yes.
We had a whole lot of those. People, that's what people had, you know, with all the rivets or the screws all around.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And after a time, people start building concrete water tanks.
That's right. In the if you want to say the basement of the house or whatever, the bottom of the house. Come on, man.
So now the question remains: since the Lankak and the Lampupu and the nonsense talkers always telling when somebody is lying or was Mr. Pierre lying or did he misspoke or was he not speaking the truth? Did he mislead the house? How do you call that?
I don't know. But you know, caller, the moment that you make such a major boo-boo like that, I don't know what you want to call it, but I'll call it a boo-boo, a gross inaccuracy, then it means that everything else that you've said is suspect.
Yes. Because you have a tendency of not speaking the truth.
Well, I don't know if he was trying to mama guy people to make them believe that he did something. That's what it was all about, you know, about what he did for the people at Pave, that there was a business of people carrying your water from the bottom of Pave. I never know that. I never know that, caller.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I believe what
he had a dream or something, or he's talking about some other place. That was not Pave.
For you to be saying that in the House of Parliament in a budget debate, that you telling St. Lucian.
Because he's trying to establish a reputation for himself. That's
what
he's doing.
Now, let me tell you something, Mr. Williams. Here's how Harold is so right by telling this gentleman the things that he said in the House. Because if you cannot
take care of your own,
and you have to be telling lies to make believe, okay, how can you take care of the whole of St. Lucia? You just do not have it. I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Williams, have a nice day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping it real. You know, it's nice, the collective memories that we have with the keeping it real people. But I'm telling you, folks, when I heard that thing, this is how I was. That's how I was. I was flat down, flat out here when I heard that, because I was like, what? 1997? Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yes, no, but
yes.
I tried to call last night, but
couldn't get through.
I'm a past member of the police band, and
okay.
He said that Mr. Menz lived at Pave at 1973. You are right.
Yeah.
I joined the band in 1974, and I can remember going up there on errands.
Yeah.
That's you're right. Somebody called and said that he lived at
in the CDC or something. I don't know that at all.
Before that, but, you know, that's where he lived until about in the 90s, where he moved to Cicero.
Okay.
Yeah, but you are right. You are right on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you see, the thing is, caller, I don't have any reason to lie about that. The thing is, or to mislead people about that. The thing is that he had Benny and Andre lived there. When I was going up or coming down to town, I'd stop there and check out my partners. But somebody wants to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, that's the strange thing. But, you know, so what if he lived in the CDC? Maybe he lived in the CDC and he lived up Pave too. Many people have more than one home. You know? (456-0931). It's keeping it real with you this morning. You know, we're just taking it easy. If you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And somebody said the Rockefeller Center office was opposite HTS, where HTS is now. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Mr. Williams.
Yes?
I'm irritated.
You're what?
Philip Pierre saying he want to imitate Kenny Anthony?
He's walking. Hold on. What he started off by saying that he's walking in the footsteps. And he listed 17 prime ministers in the region.
This guy's a dreamer, boy. This guy's a joker. Listen to me, man. Is there anybody else in the world who want to be like Kenny Anthony? This man is an idiot. I don't think solutions is stupid. My God, he want to walk in the first step of Kenny Anthony? Man, not even my cat or my dog could go on Kenny Anthony's lawn. I don't eat for that man. What? And he refused to shake my great Prime Minister hand, so I don't make a chastity. Huh? He refusing. He should be thankful to get that shaking the man hand, because he can't even carry. He can't even carry for Alan. The guy's a joker. He just ain't got it. And this idiot talking about he want to walk the first step of Kenny Anthony. Why you ain't resign, boy? Go to down stage. You idiot.
Okay, caller.
That's all you got,
Okay. You can caller. Hold on. Let's take it down a little notch, okay?
No.
Let's take it down a little notch.
You guys have got too soft.
Caller. Take it easy. You have to tone it down a little bit. You can be, impassioned. Caller, I'm controlling the volume, and your volume is down now. I'm talking to you. Caller, I said, hold on. We have to maintain a certain level of civility. I'm keeping it real with you. And I understand that you're very impassioned and you're very convicted in what you think and what you say about the opposition, the SLP, about Kenny Anthony, about that. But, I mean, you're given a lot of latitude in what you can say. But there are times when you have to tone it down a little bit, and I will not allow you to go beyond. And, idiot is a little strong, I think, here. Maybe somebody else might want to allow you. But you can say someone's making an idiotic statement. But I prefer not to call people idiots.
Tell me something. Who would want to imitate? Who would want to walk in the steps of Kenny Anthony? Tell me. I might have done everything wrong. Atrocities. Is better than Hitler. Only Hitler is worse than him. They would think Hitler better than him. You know what I'm saying? And this guy's walking with his head up in the air and saying that they got a trophy. They got all the goals. Those guys should not be in our assembly. And I'm saying to them, when they walk in there, when they walk out, don't come back in. Do not come back in. Have a nice day, man.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. Well, that's what Teacher Pussy said. But you know what I say? Kitchener said it in 1981. He sang it. Not a damn seat for them. And a lot of people are saying not a damn seat for them. But I'm correcting you all. 3 seats for them. Rat Island, Maria Island, and Frigate Island. That's what I'll give them. Before I answered. Somebody messaged me, say, hey, good morning. People referred to Pave as Cap Estate because all the well-off people live there.
Not a damn seat for them. Mama, that's what Chamber say. Not a damn seat for them. Not a single seat on election day. Not a damn seat for them. How they lose, they can't understand. Not a damn seat for them. They calling Chambers a Obia man. ONR jump and whine, making a big show, as they had the crowd behind everywhere they go. So they thought that crowd was boat. They say they're gonna cut me throat. Sparrow start to fall when he hear not a seed at all. Not a damn seed for them. Sparrow, that's ingratitude.
Not a damn seed for them.
Finger that give you food.
Sila yun tayo hen Carker Glow, my dude.
People played you in this country.
Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Hey, you're gonna get docked on your pay, man. You're late.
Well, boy, I know I'm not late. I'm not late, you know.
You're just fashionably.
But I'm a guy, I'm an observer.
Uh-huh.
And when there's an appetite for something, I cannot give it. So I try to stay away, you know.
Yeah.
I know that's the whole steaming up. So how is life?
Well, life is life. You know, the usual daily stuff. I'm looking out the window. I can see blue skies. I can see puffy white clouds. St. Lucia is beautiful.
Let me tell you, you know the CDCs in Castries?
Yeah. Can't miss them.
What's the future for those CDC in the future?
Well, I'll tell you something in the future I can see. Let me see. I see in my mind's eye. I'm going to break them down.
Because it's preventing Castries from developing.
Caller, you are you know what? I give you the bell on that. The CDC is the biggest impediment to development in the city of Castries. It was built after the Castries fire to accommodate people there, and you know, but it's way outdated now. It's falling apart. It's collapsing. There have been studies since the 70s or whatever that those buildings should be taken down.
You think the people's safety has been compromised? Because I went to the CDC and visited a friend of mine, and I looked. The CDC is quite.
It's buckling.
It's deteriorating, you know.
But you know, caller, you sound like a former carnival guy when things were easier and more, you know, friendly. Jouvet. You remember Jouvet passing along Jeremy Street, and you just stand on the sidewalk there, and people jump in, and the place would be going, the road, the sidewalk would just be going up and down.
If you take a look at the CDC, the steel is it's showing.
Yeah.
The steel is just
degrading.
cracking up.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for we to demolish those CDC and.
I really think it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Because Castries, it's preventing from Castries from developing. Because it takes a lot of space, and you know.
Yeah.
I think we need to do something.
But can you imagine back in the 50s, after 1948 fire, when this thing was constructed, those buildings in St. Lucia, and that time, that must have looked like New York City, man.
Yeah, but when you look at it, I've been to St. Vincent. I used to live in St. Vincent. And I find the quality of construction in St. Vincent is very, very, it's superb. I don't know if I see wrong. The houses.
I don't know. You tell me.
I think the quality of construction in St. Vincent is very, very rich. I even wanted to buy a house there, you know.
Oh, I wonder why.
I said if I have to build a house, I'll have to get some mason in St. Vincent to build a house for me. Because honestly, I'm talking, the quality is really superb.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put in the material, I don't know what, if it's a black sun, something mixed. The building is superb. You know, you never went there?
Oh yeah, I've been to St. Vincent. It's nice, beautiful.
Yeah, especially when they say they construct very, very strong. Because, you give a man to do a work for you,
yeah.
they sink some of the money in their pocket and they give you, and they spend your work for you.
Caller, let's not get into that this morning. One of these days,
Uh-huh.
I'll start a story about these contractors.
Yeah.
And these
Anyway,
mechanics.
take it easy.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a great day. Thank you for keeping it real. I have a message here, which says, let me get it for you folks. Kisaki. You delete the thing, man. Okay, here we go. I have serious reservation. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Norbert.
Hey, morning, caller. How are you?
I'm okay.
Great.
I keep meaning to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What has the creatures, the birds, the lizards, the iguanas, and the endangered species done to you on those 3 islands that you think that you need to put them in that kind of company?
Caller, you putting me on the spot.
Quizás si 3 islands are fola.
You pas fait rien.
But they don't deserve that kind of company, Norbert.
Yeah. Well, sometimes there has to be a trade-off, Put them in exile there. They rule over your territory. Wait till that.
Well, you already have the toilets, so why don't you just give them the seat? Instead of flushing them.
That's a good one, caller. That's a good one. Did you catch the show last night?
Not all of it. I'll watch it again today.
Yeah, watch it online. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a great day. Thanks for keeping it real. So, I have serious reservations on your 3 seat allocations. Since I am conservation-minded, I fear the destruction that will be visited upon Maria and Frigate Islands by the future SLP parliamentary representatives. So you're not concerned about Rat Island? Are there any rats over there? I don't know. 456-0931. 456-0931. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, folks. I was just taking it kind of easy. Last night was a long night. We went overtime, big time last night on keeping it real. And this morning I'm just giving you the opportunity to, bring out whatever you want to bring out today. 8 o'clock I'm going to be out of here on the dot. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Well, that means I'll be the last caller then.
Not necessarily. It's not 8 o'clock yet. It's almost.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Mr. Lambert,
yes.
Now, we are over that the SLB or the opposition. They keep talking about victimization, and everything they say about we have FSS, the CFs and everything put us in the negatives when it comes to development and stuff like that for their own gain.
Yeah.
Mr. Lambert, I don't know if it's possible that one day you could at least have a little program within yourself and let the people speak out to those of us who have been side down, neglected, who have been all the words they're using. All the words they're using that are against you if you want a little progress and you're not SLP. Because I really have a little story to tell. And I wish if I get the opportunity one day, I'll be able to put it out so that people could see exactly who the SLP and what the SLP is really about. Because it's not really about solutions. All of a sudden, about putting you first.
Yeah.
You have never put your first before.
That's just a slogan, caller. The reality is looking at the past.
I'm quite aware of that. Because I really want to let people know. Because it might take a little more time, but I'll call you again.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, caller.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you. Have a great day. Yeah, somebody says, hey, you say 3 seats for them. I say only 1 seat. And that's the toilet seat. Okay, we'll take this last call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. You're the final caller this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yes.
That's the first time calling your show.
Hey, you get the bell. Thank you for calling. Talk to me.
All right. I'm a young man from Library.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time I've been frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a businessman as well.
Yeah.
And things haven't been nice in Library at all.
What would you say is a long time? What's the long time you're referring to?
About 15 years now.
15 years, wow.
Yeah. From what I can remember.
Yeah. So why is that? What's that frustration? What's at the root? What's causing that for you?
Well, number one, you've seen them on the work that's being done around the island.
Well, what type of work, what type of business are you involved in? What's your expertise?
Well, my number one expertise, I'm a farmer.
You're a farmer. What type of crops do you grow?
Vegetables. I'm a butcher as well.
Okay, great.
And I own a bar. I own maybe about 2 different bars and all different businesses in Africa as well. But things have not been nice at all.
You have all of these businesses and you continue to be in business and they're not nice. Well, welcome to everybody else's club.
Thanks. But what I'm seeing around the island is not what I'm seeing in my community. The way business is going around in the other communities is much different to what's going on in Labrie.
So tell me, what's happening in Labrie?
Well, right now is not the time to explain every
Okay.
integrity and all that stuff.
Okay.
Just wanted to make my introduction to your show.
Okay.
I'm going to be a normal caller.
Great.
Try to
Well,
be
that's great.
a normal caller.
Okay.
So that I can explain to all Laborians what exactly I am seeing and what I would like to see better compared to what I'm seeing in the other communities.
Okay.
And Labrie is one of the easiest communities to develop because if we work with what we have.
Yeah.
Trust me, we don't beg for much. We don't need much. The little that we have, we do great things with it. We have great minds in life. But as of today, I would like to tell all my fellow Laborians, it's time for us to make a change now.
Okay.
We have been in this thing for too long now. Really, really too long. And I think it's time for us to make politicians that respect us on both sides of the political divide. Because, trust me, it's been the connotation for Labrie is that Labrie is always Labour, so Club will not do nothing in Labrie. But Labour is saying that Labrie is always Labour, so they don't need to do anything.
Caller. Great conundrum.
Well, that is just my introduction.
Yeah.
So we will get down into more stuff as the days come closer.
Well, thank you so much for that.
All right. Well, good morning to all my Laborians. Well, I'm not saying anything today. It's just the introduction. Let's keep it real.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. That's very interesting. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for keeping it real. That's right, folks. Interesting conversation. Interesting conversation. And we're on the top of the hour, folks. Hope that caller from Labrie can call again. He says he's going to be a regular caller to the show, and that's fantastic. That's the type of interaction that that's right, that you, me, and everybody else need to have. You know, we need to keep it real. You know, it's not always about one side or the other side. If you can make a valid point, it doesn't matter which side it is. There's only one side, St. Lucia side. And I encourage this caller to call back and let's have some meaningful discussions, and then we're going to bring everybody else into it. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it real with you. Thank you so much for calling in from Labrie. And folks, it's come to the end of another morning edition of Keeping It Real. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe. I'm Norbert Williams. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
Student at the Monaco Passios Combined School. I'm in grade 6 and my teacher is Miss Stanislas. My favorite subject would be math. I don't normally like it, but my teacher finds a way to make it fun. I also love the positive quote she put up all over the walls. It reminds me to keep going. Also, the new wing is very impressive. The balcony is very large, so at break time I can eat my snack and go for a nice little walk. I also like the size of the classroom, so I'm not sticking on anybody because 6 feet apart. Before, it was a rocky ride coming to school when I normally take the bus, but now the drivers don't have any complaints now that the district rep fixed it. Before, it was like a rocky, stony road, a dirt road, but now that they fixed it with some concrete and nice tools, it's a smooth ride. I may even fall asleep.
Thank you, Dr. Rigobert.
My MP said that we would have a new wellness center. Here we are. It's almost finished.
My community said we needed a new wing to our secondary school. And my MP said yes.
My sister said she needed help to find a job, so my MP created a job fair.
Our athlete said we needed better sporting facilities.
A new early childhood development center.
My neighbors said. My sister said.
The children said.
Community said.
Roads and a new park. And my MP said.
Yes.
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 Of course.
Nous toutes, c'est yon famille en Micoud Nord. Et nous continuons pour faire progrès avec Antiguil.
Crossfire, discussing the issues. Norbert Williams, Champagne, Dr. Secret, and Ring the Bell. Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Sky FM and GVD TV. Don't you miss it.
Micoud Nord family, Mamai Micoud Nord. Tune in to GVD TV 115 and Facebook Live this and every Tuesday for Let's Talk with Auntie Gail, where we will discuss what is happening in our constituency and the progress we have made so far. Anou pale epi Auntie Gail, tous les mardis à sous GVD TV, channel Yon 5. Micoud Nord, we've got this. Let's talk. Nous toutes, c'est Yon famille à Micoud Nord.